Okay, I'm back at the front gate, and again, I'm gonna leave this open while I'm in here. I've never felt so superstitious in my life, honestly, about leaving a door open. And I have this collection of documents and maps collected by Jackie Kruper, who is a woman that lives in Pennsylvania whose father was here for a while, sometime between 1944 and 1945, and she did a ton of historical research, and I don't believe visited this site, but visited this area of Europe and traveled all the way down to Odessa in Ukraine, which is how most of the POWs that left here eventually made it home by jumping on a ship there and then going to England and then eventually back to the United States. But she collected all these drawings from journals and logbooks of soldiers, of American soldiers at least, that had been here. I can't quite catch the name of this one that's in the corner. It says Maurice something. I will post these PDFs in some publicly available way if you are watching this. Look for a link or check out my website. But yeah, I just want to take a little walk around and try to visit some of these places that are described on the map. So up top of the page here, we see it says main gate. So I believe that's approximately where I'm standing right now. It would have been closer over where this sign is, I suppose. So if we start at the main gate, directly in front of us would be two sets of barracks. And these were barracks for the German guards, I believe. Yeah, we're in the German guard area. And just up ahead of that would be the dispensary, followed by the mail room just off to the right here. And it shows there being a guard tower with a searchlight right over there, right over there. Continuing on, we see another area on my map that is labeled Mess Hall Kitchen. And then ahead of that, it says Russian compound. Again, guard tower with searchlight, sort of right where that large tree is in front of me. Where I'm walking right now, it's labeled as Rec Hall, Barracks, Orderly Room. There's a gate between the Russian compound and the German guard area. I believe this is from the log of Markworth, because there is a spot on this map labeled as M. Markworth, my quarter, although he crossed it out. I'm not sure why. Just over on my left here, it shows there being a well. So there was a well, or is, I don't know, on the ground somewhere under here. And we have a set of concrete squares of some sort. This might be latrines, so if that's what they are. Thankfully they are filled in. Over here we're looking towards where another guard tower with searchlight would have been. And another one over there, kind of in the corner. And walking over here, it's labeled as Russian compound. From what I've read and what I understand and what's been shared with me, it sounds like the Russian and French captives were treated most harshly out of all of those interned here, with many more from those nationalities being executed during their time here. The sign up front says there are about 70,000 people interned here throughout its existence, with about 12,000 of them being executed. Those are staggering numbers to even say aloud as I walk through here. I think I wrote earlier somewhere it was a tiny island of misery in a sea of destruction. Destruction not just in the sense of physical infrastructure, but destruction of everything.